Well, I can't sleep, so I'm just gonna do an art talk. Fuck it. See, you've seen this Horsehead Nebula in my videos, and you can tell it's got this semi-gloss finish on it, like I do a lot of my other paintings, if not gloss. It's something that I learned from Francis Bacon, regardless of my opinions on his degeneracy and his faggotry. Ha 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 ha. Nonetheless, a very tortured soul, very much a interesting person to study, but not to be worshipped. Now, you see this, see the finish on that. Now, I did this in 2017. See that there? And I painted this when I was living in Toronto with the son of a fellow aircraft mechanic. And he was attending York University for space, something to do with space, some sort of program. Wanting to be an engineer. And you can tell that I was smoking quite a bit of marijuana. Marijuana. This is very frantic, and it's obviously some feelings coming out of anxiety and depression almost. Not feeling a place or feeling appreciated. But also, quite a bit of cockiness in this whole image because of how underdeveloped some of these areas are in comparison to others. And you can tell, it's not black. It's got some dust on it. Right? It's not black. This is like a Payne's gray mixed in with, I don't know, maybe a Prussian blue, something like that. And this painting, along with Greenland #1, were painted within a short period of time. The Greenland #1 was finished early 2017, and this was later in the year, towards the summer, somewhere around there. There's pictures on my Instagram to establish the timeline. Now, again, this is oil paints, right? And no less the effort, a lot of learning. Again, this being the fourth space painting that I ever done, because I also did Peerless within this, or finished off Peerless within the same time period, 2016 to 2017. The first two paintings would have been Andromeda. Was the first space painting they ever did, and the second one being the antenna galaxies, which I intended to give to an ex-girlfriend. Then she rejected, and I gave it to a friend who very much enjoys it. So it's in a good place. This other one, sometimes when you give a painting to someone, they don't appreciate it. That's just the way it goes, for whatever reason. And Peerless is like that. Peerless is one of my best space paintings, in my opinion. And the one that I have on the easel right now, the James Webb, I hope that's going to be my best one. I think it will be. But this has a lot a lot to do with my relationship with Toronto. I've lived there a few times now, and my parents grew up there. Downsview and Mount St. Denis by the Kodak plant. Now, and then of course by the Downsview Airport. So, family history, quite intertwined with the GTA, and well, what can I say about this one? I um, I would consider it a minor painting by my own assessment, right? Just because, well, it does have great color. There's lots of area for improvement. You know, and I painted the edges red. So I tend to finish them on my paintings very differently with a contrasting or a common border so that it stands out on the wall and you have that glowing effect when sunlight strikes it from the reflection. Now, what more can I say about this one? I'm very conflicted about it. I keep it up on display, and I know somebody out there likes it, but there's no reason to paint over it. There's no reason to get rid of it. You know, why would I? You don't give up on who or what you love. You know, and in my effort to break through and have an art career, I was just never willing to get on my knees and be mistreated. I just wasn't willing to do it. And so now I find it hilarious that people I used to know that are in the arts or institutions in the local area, uh, you know, in my opinion, you're not really an artist until you have the cops called on you or people start blocking you because it means you're hitting a nerve and that those are weak individuals and weak institutions and they don't have a leg to stand on. So, you know, I like it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have varnished it. I would have painted over it. It's almost like a unicorn. That's why I have a horse head down there. Hence its name. And a seahorse. Seahorse up here. And it looks good blended together. You know. Again, I don't really have much more of a story for this except that I wanted to paint it. So now it exists.